Alright, the next video in my WM Form training videos here is a new design, and we are going to do a drainage design. Alright, now, personal opinion, I like to show satellite map, and we are going to drain this whole field. It's very simple to do. It's a very easy calculation, not in depth at all. Across the top, of course, we can add ditch, we can add activity area, we can add basin area, we can add exclusion zone, measure tool, and then of course our editor settings, and then design data. We can add design data, and then your satellite map. Alright. Looking at the field, all the customer wants to do is drain the field to the edges. Okay. We don't care about limiting cut depth. We don't care about limiting fill depth. We just want a minimum slope of 2/10. Okay. Spacing. Sampling grid spacing 31.6737 feet. This is a program generated number. The lower the number, the longer the calculation, the better the result. Personally, if you go much below 20 feet, probably not seeing anything any better than 20 feet. If you've got a big field, let's go up to about 50 feet. Okay. Go ahead and hit calculate. Down at the bottom, the 50 feet in my 33 acre field is quick. It comes up with 198 yards to the acre. We check our proposed design contours. Let's check our slopes. Okay, now you see that this, whereas previously how we see all of these humps and holes out here, holes mainly, now with our proposed layered on top of that, we see how the water will now flow down to the low all the way around the field. Alright, shut the original back off. There's our proposed contours. It's making sure everything flows off of the field at 2/10. Okay, 6,000 yards. Look at our cut fill map. We see where we're cutting, where we're filling. Looks like we just have a big hole out here in the middle that we're trying to fill up. And yes, it does have a 9 foot and 9/10, a 2-foot cut right there in the middle. I personally surveyed that field, and there was water sitting in deep ruts in this area. Okay, now we can do lots of design iterations with variable grade. As with any of the landform, we can copy the selected design, and we can just hit copy of initial design, or you can rename it. Okay. This option 2 now, you can do whatever you want as far as your minimum slope. We can put in a 0.3 of a minimum slope. And we're going to lower this down since it's not a very big field, doesn't take long to calculate. We're going to lower it down to 20 feet. Okay. We're going to lower this down to 20 feet. Now let's take a note here. 198 yards to the acre on 50 feet. We lower it down to 20 feet. We hit calculate, and comes up with 147 yards to the acre. Okay. Some designs it makes a big difference. Some other designs you can't see very much difference. So just take in mind, keep into consideration your spacing and what kind of results you get. Okay. 2/10 of minimum slope or 3/10. Okay, we need to configure our what we want to look at. So this is 3/10, makes the water fall off the field quicker, is the only difference. 247 yards an acre on 20-foot spacing as well. Okay. Again, you can do balanced import export if you want to build roads around it. Shouldn't be a problem. Everything else is the same. Okay. That is the basic drainage plan. Alright, be sure when you're done designing, be sure to save your work. So here is, I'm just going to save it to my FMX E drive under the root, and I'm going to put in training, and this is going to save a WM or a MPH file on my thumb drive. So if we go here to my thumb drive, it will show up here right directly under, there's my MPH training MPH file. Okay. So if you don't if you don't pull your thumb drive out of the computer or anything, by default it's going to save it to your thumb drive. Just be sure you save everything when you're done.